and welcome back to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and in today's video we're tackling a specific aspect of photo maintenance, decluttering your photos by going through different media types. This approach can help you manage your photo library more effectively and might help you whittle things down a little quicker than going chronologically. So let's get started. So to get to different media types on your phone, you want to go to Albums and then scroll down where it says Media Types. And here you'll see each media type and how many of each you have. So first I want to start by identifying unnecessary videos. And up until these screen recordings, all of my Making the Plans videos can go. So I have quite a few here, and we won't go through all of them, but since I want to select more than one, I'm going to click Select, and then I'm going to choose each one of the videos that I want to remove. And I'll leave my vacation ones for another day, but all of these other ones can go away. So I will delete, and there's 53 gone just like that. I do want to remind you that down in the utilities under recently deleted, you can always go here and undelete them. You just click on one and hit recover. But basically I would skim through all of my videos and remove any that I know that I'm done with. For longer videos, you can always trim them down to just what's necessary. If I wanted to keep this video, but I didn't necessarily want to keep the whole thing, I could edit it, I could trim it down, and I could save the video. And then it's shorter at least, and it will help you save space. So if you're like me and you know you have a bunch of videos that you no longer need on your phone, this is a great way to quickly go through and remove those unnecessary items that definitely take up more space than just a single photo. Next, let's sort through our selfies. We all love a good selfie, but do you need 20 of the same pose? Choose the best ones and delete the rest. So as you can see, I have 3 pictures here of my son and I definitely like the one of him smiling. And then I don't really need 2 pictures of him with his head down. That's us at Mount Rushmore. But if I scroll back a little further, I was practicing taking some headshots, and do I really need, let's see, there's 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, and then there's these 2 dark ones as well. So let's get rid of the dark ones for sure. And then I like that one. That one's okay. That's okay. That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. That one's okay, but the lighting's a little funky. No. So quickly, I'm down from 9 to 3, and I got rid of those 2 dark photos as well. And then if I go back even further, I have quite a few headshots that I was practicing. So I'm just going to click select, and then I'm going to start removing the ones that I definitely don't want. And not that they're bad photos, but the lighting is funky. So I wouldn't use those since the lighting is odd. And then there are a lot of good ones, but do I really need to keep all of them? So I'll just quickly delete a few. Clearly I was talking in that one. But just like that, I've gotten rid of half of those. 21 photos. So I feel like if I really went through these, I could quickly get rid of a lot. Again, here's 4 of my son and I that are almost exactly alike. So let's delete the ones where his eyes are basically closed. And then I have 2 good ones left. And I will just keep both good ones. I'm not very good at deleting photos that are perfectly okay. And then I'm not sure what that is. Clearly I cropped it from something, but I don't think I need that anymore. But a lot of fun with selfies. Live photos, of course, are fun, but they also take up more space than just a normal photo. So decide if you need the live aspect or if a still shot is sufficient. You can convert live photos to stills by tapping Edit and then Live to turn off the live feature. So I don't really need this picture, but I also don't need the live version of it either. So I'm just going to delete. I'm going to delete that. And then I kind of want the live feature on these, the waterfall pictures. But let's go to all of the photos. It's easier for me to delete older photos than it is for me to delete current photos. So I'll go back a little bit and I will work my way forward. I don't need this picture anymore, but I also would not have needed it live anyway. Same with this. But let's go find a picture that I like and take the live away. So here, for example, I don't really think I need the live, so we'll turn off the live. And there you go. Now it's just a single photo. So I could go through and do all of these, or I could decide to delete them. Like these two are just action shots and she wasn't ready, so I will just delete those two. So I'll go through and do that to all of these. There will be still a lot of live photos, but I'll be able to whittle them down quite a bit. I personally don't have a ton of portrait mode photos, and they are beautiful, but sometimes they just don't quite turn out as they are expected to. So let's go through and quickly delete any of those that didn't come out quite as we expected. So this, and we'll go up. And again, I have a lot of headshots that I took. And some of these I'll have to go through and look at them in context to see if they are duplicates of other photos. But since I only have a little over 300 of the portrait photos, I'm not as worried about those. So panoramas can capture amazing scenes, but they also take up a lot of space. I am only going to keep the ones that really stand out. I am also horrible at taking panoramas, so I'm betting a lot of these can actually be deleted. And again, some of these I don't think I even took. But if you look at this, you can tell that I kind of dipped down a little bit because the railing of the deck is not straight. This one I did not take. It looks good. Again, those are kind of cool. This is of an opening day. I don't think I need that. Don't think I need that. Those are from the zoo. Definitely don't need those. I don't need a picture of a dark room. Yeah, I'm thinking that either my kids were playing around or somebody sent these to me because I can't even remember taking them. Here's one that I took for sure. So as you can see, the top of the image is not straight. because I am horrible at holding it straight. But I do think it's a cool picture, so I'm going to hold on to this one. I also know that it's at Sylvan Lake in South Dakota. That's from my last trip out there, not my most current. That can go. Again, I doubt I took that. That's good. That's good. Don't think I need that. And then somebody else took that, and this can go. Okay. So I'm down to 10 panoramas. That sounds about right for me. Although panoramas are cool, I think they're hard to look at on your phone, and I very rarely print them out. So 10 seems like a good number. Time-lapse and slow-mo, I don't have a lot of these either, or cinematic, but let's just flip through and see. Yeah, I'm not really sure why we need that. However, I am going to keep it because I am not sure if there are other photos from this. So in case I need to grab this, I will keep it in my roll for now. This was a COSI event. I can get rid of that. Again, that can go. That can go. I'm guessing a lot of these were accidental. Or my kids got a hold of my phone. Which makes me chuckle. This one I did take on purpose. Let's get rid of these other ones here. Not that one. This one. Not that one. Okay. Again, I did take this on purpose. This one, I loved it, but when you see the sun go down, you can see all the fingerprints on that window of where we were staying. So even though it's cool, I'll keep it for now. And then this was a lighting display, but it didn't really show up very well, so I'll delete that. So I'm down to 4 time-lapse. And then for the slow-mo, like, I don't really think we need slow-mo of this or this, but it's cute and funny. She did not want to be there, if you can't tell. And she must not have wanted her picture taken either. But I'm not sure why we have 2 that look almost exactly the same. So I'll just delete one. Again, kids just getting a hold of my phone, and it's been 7 years since I've gone through these. So Kinsey must have been in the dugout, bored at her brother's game. And this is what happens. Now these pool pictures, I'm pretty sure I did those on purpose. Okay, not necessary. This one's kind of cool though. So we'll keep that one. But for the most part, those early ones, those were definitely not taken by me. We'll delete that one also. Okay, so I feel better about those. Now to cinematic. I definitely don't need these. But let's check this out. We can keep that. And we can keep that. Okay, I feel like we're doing good. Burst photos capture multiple shots quickly. If you don't need all the photos, you can choose the best shot from each burst and delete the rest to save space. On iPhone 11 and later, to take a burst photo, you need to slide the shutter button to the left and hold it to take a burst, and then release it to stop. But if you remember, on the earlier generations, it was much easier to accidentally take burst photos because all you had to do was hold the shutter button just a little too long. So what you can do is choose the best shot. So let's go here, for example, and I'll just say select, and then we can kind of scooch through them. All but the very first one are blurry. So I can say that, check it, leave the rest unchecked, and say done. And then you can either keep everything or keep only the one favorite, and I'm going to keep the one favorite. And again, click on select, and then we will look through the photos and decide which ones we want to keep. And one is fine. So I'll say done, keep only one favorite. For this one, I don't even know if there's a picture of one of my kids. So instead, I'm going to delete this whole thing. This is a color run. I have no idea where my kid even is. I'm just going to delete the whole thing. For this, I did decide to keep all of these since it does show her doing the whole cartwheel, and I printed all those out and I put them in her scrapbook. The balloon pictures, I just don't feel like going through them at this exact moment. There are 137 photos, and they are all from when people filled my office with balloons for my 40th birthday. And as much as I don't want to keep all of these, I also don't want to rush through it and not pick the right ones, because there are a few in here, if I can find them now, where you can actually see all the post-it notes behind those balloons. They had covered my whole office with post-it notes and then filled it with balloons. So I want to make sure that I capture all the things. So I will come back and do this one later. But there's about 10 photos for each of these. And do I really need that many when they all look pretty much the same? I'm pretty sure we were using a new selfie stick here, and we didn't know that when you pushed the button, you had to push it quick. And then here, I'm like fixing Kenzie's hair and part of it. So is there one where I'm not? Yes. And then is there one where we're actually looking at the camera? That one kind of, that one kind of, and then I'm trying to fix her hair. So we'll just keep those 3. And it does go pretty quickly if you're not also trying to talk through it. So I feel like this is a better method for me to knock down my numbers quickly. So I have 695 screenshots, and I am certain that I don't need 695 screenshots. So again, these are pretty quick. I can get rid of a lot of things pretty easily. I can get rid of old games, old stats from my YouTube channel or my hiking stats. We can get rid of those. I can get rid of flight information, Amazon return codes. Some of these things I'm not sure what they are, so I'll just leave them for the time being. We can get rid of that bed, balloons, cars. And I probably can get rid of these books, but I should double check that I wrote down the ones that I screenshotted. That can go. That can go. No, that can go. These can go. That can probably go. Okay, those can go. These all can go. These are from a game my son and I were playing together. So just like that, 71 photos have been removed. So I will continue to go work through these. The other thing about screenshots is that a lot of them are going to be quotes. So I need to look at them and then decide whether I want to delete them or if I want to add them to an album. And so if I kind of flip through these, I can decide what I want to do with them. And if it is a recipe, I really should make a new album for recipes. I'm pretty sure I do not have a recipe album. So let's say new album, recipes, and then that will go there. So for screen recordings, these are mostly what I've already done and then a couple clips that my son sent me for soccer, so I'll keep those. And then animated, I don't quite understand the animated or how they even got here, but I don't really think I need that, probably any of them. So yeah, these can just go. Thanks for coming along with me today. I do think that it's important that we go through and curate our photos, whether you do it chronologically or by media type. But if you want to continue watching this series, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit that little bell notification to be notified of future videos.